For my opening trick, I'm going to make Zach appear. That was stupid. It stars Adam Devine. It stars Gillian Jacobs. It has Jeffrey Tambor, even though I thought he was canceled, but I'll explain that. This is a Disney movie. It's on Disney Plus. It's the only way you're going to be able to watch it. This was filmed 2 years ago. They've been holding on to this movie for 2 years, and it's finally out, which might explain why Jeffrey Tambor's in this movie. I'm under the impression that he got blackballed by Hollywood. He got canceled. Whatever. He's back. You're watching him. He's one of the main characters. But Adam Devine is a magician who is kind of down on his luck. And Jeffrey Tambor has a camp for kids, and they teach how to be a magician. And Jeffrey Tambor hires Adam Devine to be a teacher and teach kids. And it turns into a typical Disney camp movie. If you've seen Heavyweights, this is almost the exact movie, minus an over-the-top villain. But it's his camp versus Gillian Jacobs' camp, and there's 2 other camps, but they don't talk about them ever. And it's for a magic competition. In typical Disney fashion, the main kid's one of his parents is dead. It ends very, very sweet. There's a big competition and stuff happens, and it'll probably make you cry, maybe. It worked on me. And then, fun fact, Steve Martin, one of my heroes, wrote the first draft of this movie, which makes sense why some of the jokes are hilarious. One of them, I had to pause the movie because I was laughing so hard. It was so dumb, which I was like, once I read Steve Martin wrote some of this, I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I bet that's the one joke that they kept. It's interesting that they held on to this movie for 2 years because, I mean, it's okay. Like this, again, if you've seen Heavyweights or any other like camp movie, it's got all the same cliches. You got the nerdy kid, which is funny because they make a lot of jokes where Camp Magic is, or Magic Camp, whatever they call it, the Institute of Magic. Magic is inherently pretty nerdy, so everyone there is nerdy. There's a line where the kid says, man, even the bullies are nerds, which was pretty funny. But you got the nerdy kids, you got the hypoallergenic kid, you got the gothic girl who's doing an the gothic girl who's doing an Aubrey Plaza impression. You got the ditzy girl, you got the girl who's obsessed with cute animals. All the Disney, kid cliches, they're in it. This movie doesn't really have anything new other than if you're into magic, like every other nerd, or if you're into magic, this is awesome. It's a niche thing. The opening of this movie is just a 5-minute montage of just magicians over time, which is cool. That's a big part of this movie is montages. I counted, there was five montages in this movie. And if you're into montages, this is the movie for you. But there's not a lot to say about Camp Magic, Magic Camp, whatever it's called. It relies on cliches a lot, but also it's got a heart, just like every other Disney movie. Not a lot to say other than that. Your kids will like it. Adults will maybe like it. Again, I can't stop comparing this movie to Heavyweights because they're very, very similar, and they're both Disney movies, and they both have Jeffrey Tambor in it. Out of 10 magic wands, this is a 6. I'm not passionate about this movie whatsoever, and probably neither will your kids. But again, we got nothing else to do. Might as well watch it. Abracadabra. Goodbye.